Warning. The following video contains strong language that some viewers may find offensive or disturbing.
What is something that you would never confess to your family? I'm really happy to only see them once or twice a year due to living 3,000 miles away. I just can't stand them. They all gossip and talk shit and spin their wheels so much you can't even have a normal conversation with any of them. It's all drama and always has been. I never understood how and why I was so depressed my entire life. Found escapism through alcohol and partying. Since I've lived across the country I'm sober. Have a super awesome family and I barely ever see them. It's great. My younger aunt and I almost fooled around when we were kids. We didn't know about each other and when we both met she was 13. I was 15. As we grew up there was a ton of flirting and sexual tension. It never came to anything, thank God. But we had some intimate conversations around it. Oddly enough both of us are very close today and have even spoke about how ridiculous the whole thing was. Edit for some FAQ in comments. Technically my half-aunt. Mom had me at 16. Grandpa had an affair with another woman. Produced my aunt 2 years later. And subsequently left grandmother for other woman. For the record, both of those women are lovely. I rarely see the grandmother who lives far away but the other woman lives in the same state and sees her great-grandson and I with some frequency. Neither of us want to bone the other anymore. And at least one of us is happily married. We're both embarrassed but I think she's more embarrassed than I am. That being said, she is very attractive and younger me fantasizes about it a lot and I will always have those fantasies with me. We have children and those children see each other infrequently. Attend each other's birthday parties yada yada. We've rarely talked about it. But when we have it's very dismissive like what the hell was wrong with us? Type thing. Obviously, it's always there for me and I'm pretty sure for her. I can't interact with her without thinking, hey, remember that time we talked about fooling around and then never did? That I don't feel like part of the family. I feel like I don't belong and like I am just a substitute for when my brother isn't around. I don't feel respected or wanted. I feel like my girlfriend's family likes me more than they do and if I had the funds too I would have moved out long ago and they probably wouldn't have seen or heard from me since apart from maybe Christmas and that is only because of my cousins. I was like that but when my dad realized it he focused on me much more than my siblings. He has the same shit growing up. He used to be equal to all. But he didn't have much time cause of work so it was just mom and my siblings. My sister and baby brother got most attention unless I did work for anybody in my extended family also. That I was sexually abused by a friend of my mother's when I was about 7 years old. My brother was by a different person and that is known. There is nothing to be gained. As much as I try, it's next to impossible to articulate how they made us, my siblings and myself, feel as children and the deep-seated emotional trauma that brings with it. We love each other even now. And by no means were they terrible people or the kind of parents that I'd have been taken away with. They did their best and tried so hard. But they aren't perfect and their mistakes cut deep. I still have a relationship with both of them and I love them dearly. I guess that's probably why I'll never tell them how awful it all was. I physically can't bring myself to. It's like trying to talk when your tongue goes numb. I can't imagine breaking it to them that they sucked. My husband knows. But I am very apathetic and don't feel a lot. I do feel and have feelings but not the same as other people seem to. I know what I should feel and have learned how to react when I need to. But I tend to truly only feel more extreme emotions and the rest of the time I am just content or neutral. That I accidentally got her, my mom, a non-vegetarian hot dog one time. I just didn't think when I was ordering. She thought it was the best veggie dog ever and had a great night's sleep that night. I will take that to the grave with me. Edit, clarifying who her is. That's how you know the kitchen fucked up your gluten-free order. It tastes too good. Every time I've gotten the best whatever at a restaurant I've paid for it for months. I got a gluten-free pizza delivered from a new place and called them frantically because it looked so good I was certain it wasn't gluten-free. They assured me it was, but I couldn't believe how good it looked. Ate it, tasted good but not like real pizza or what pizza tastes like as far as I remember. Since I haven't had it in 9 years. How sad I am. Almost any of my thoughts, feelings and beliefs on anything. I don't think that's really a bad thing, they don't need to know any of that. Damn. That hit me hard. I also try to appear happy to them. Even after going through depression in a point of my life. And even when they are explicitly asking me, "Are you happy?" I really don't enjoy spending time with them. I've been the black sheep since I was a child, and it sucks when the entire family thinks of you as the mean one. Then wonder why you don't have any interest in spending time with them. I'm the picky, selfish, resting bitch face black sheep to my family. I will admit I was misbehaved when I was a kid 10 plus years ago. But I'm not a child anymore. They just refuse to think of me as any different than I was and keep bringing up the past. Also, it's not picky to not want to eat off of dirty, crusty plates, Dad. Oh my God. I am still a picky eater. But years of having to acclimate to my friends' and dorm mates' eating habits in college made me significantly less picky. Even so, it took years to get my dad to stop saying, "We can't go have sushi because aggravating cupcake doesn't eat sushi," or "aggravating cupcake doesn't eat lettuce or tomatoes." Every time I corrected him for years, he'd be all surprised. I feel like for my parents, they kind of decided that whoever I was at 18 was whoever I was going to be forever. In the worst part of my alcoholism, I tried to overdose on sleeping pills. In the way to the hospital, my mom said it might have been better for everyone if I just did the deed. I haven't forgiven her, and I don't know if I can. I joined the Navy to get away from them. Not because I felt some sort of patriotic duty like they tell people. I liked it. I found a purpose. I got great training that got me the job I have today. But I did it because I hated it at home. Edit, wow, this blew up. I've been trying to answer questions and DMs, but I was on mobile last night. So sorry if I didn't get to them until this morning. Just a little elaboration. I was in from 1997 to 2005. Joined after high school. That I was expelled from but graduated through the special programs and was on probation because of why I was expelled. I was acting out a lot because of home life. A lot has changed in training. So I'll answer questions as best I can. Thanks for all the support and the awards. My extended family thinks I've had no career or salary advancement for 10 years. I play a bumbling idiot with them who just can't catch a break. Reason being, they're a cavalcade of self-inflicted sob stories and GoFundMe grifters. I don't want to be hit up for loans every other week. I'm actually a senior manager at an established consulting firm. If they had a good reason for their misery other than got drunk with the money for bills and didn't pay them, I would help them out. Pretending to be a struggling idiot deflects any attempts at soliciting me for money. Note, I live out of state from them and they don't travel. So I only have to maintain this foolish charade for Thanksgiving and Christmas. My parents are in on it. My first thought when I found out my wife was pregnant was, now I have something else to live for. I was struggling harder with my mental health than I cared to admit to anyone. Even myself. The news that I would have a baby to look after got me to get remedicated and seek therapy. My kid has saved my life so many times and she has no idea that I don't share their love and obsession with the band Heart. They would never look at me the same if I ever confessed to this. Most of my mental health was caused by them. I love my parents, but I am mentally screwed up. I am not a sociopath, but I have issues, and I am Asian, and mental health isn't something that is considered an illness in the Asian community. That I don't agree with the half of their views that sometimes range anything from racist comments, laziness, lifestyle, etc. Not anything special, but it's a bit annoying when you want to strike up a constructive debate but it would only turn to yelling. Quick edit, because I am new to Reddit and this 1,000 upvotes makes me feel very validated, even if it may seem a small number to others. Thanks, my friends. That sucks even more with religious parents. Can't talk about any other religion positively. Then brings up the liberal agenda out of nowhere. Freaking annoying. My family does not know that many times I stopped eating so that they can eat. We do not have much money because we are immigrants, and for this reason I do not earn much money at my job. I just wanted to let off steam. Have a nice day. In high school, when they thought I was at a wholesome sleepover, I was actually completely wasted on cheap vodka, running around on the local golf course and peeing without abandon. My second husband, that they all think is wonderful, has cheated on me, and it's actually far worse than the cheating that caused my first divorce from my high school sweetheart I had spent 15 years and had 2 children with. And I daily wish that if I had to work on a marriage, it were my first. I'm going through the motions. And I smile and nod while they gush about him. If they knew he had slept with 5 other women in the course of our relationship, it would be awful. I found out about all of them in the course of a few months. A year after we married. Had I even had a suspicion before, I wouldn't be here. But he's a cop and I was a RN in NP school with 2 kids. He's in his 40s. I'm in my late 30s. I fucked up by thinking we were busy adults and I didn't need to babysit a grown man. I was wrong. For watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. See you next time.